Alright everybody, welcome back for another video of Virtual Warfare, text-based roleplay fighting tutorial series. And today's video, we're going to be looking at me fighting, or just me engaging in the fight. This video is going to be based on how I think in the fight, why I do certain things in the fight, so people can understand, I guess, how I think in the fight, as I said before. So this fight is going to be based on the ancient world style, pretty much like the old way of roleplay fighting. It's going to be based on that. Now I will be doing more videos that's going to be based off of more modern style roleplay fighting. Like also it's going to have different limitations. Like it's going to be realistic melee, the unrealistic melee, the melee, the moderate power, etc., etc. So people can actually see the see me fight in each limitation and see, just see me fight in almost chronological order as the levels go up. Oh snap! Sorry about that. All right, so right now I'm fighting PK or Nayless, and another new friend we have. His name is I guess Manslaughter. So I'm not sure if I should read the fight. I can read the fight. I just really hate reading. I hate reading. It looks like a long read. So pretty much, this is the arena right here. We're in space. Setting: a center of the stable pseudo Big Bang. The neighboring galaxies were no longer neighbors, as the vast cosmos was a different realm composition. The various super spiral galaxies were numberless in both their conception of size, length, and dimension, etc. The current galaxy was but a stepping stone, now made into an open field arena for the two participants. The two participants would not mingle here in their astral forms, though transcendent mind and training, but rather in the flesh. So we're not fighting in spirit, we're fighting like in the flesh, and it's supposed to be like right here, the rules, the limitation right here. Ancient world, tier, none, limitations, creative power, meaning you can like pretty much do anything you want, but it does have to be in some type of reason. As a matter of fact, it had to be in some type of reason where I can't just be like, I crap out rainbows and blow up the whole world. Like that doesn't seem remotely possible in any type of way, But saying that I blink and the world blow up, that's different. I'm saying, because it's more plausible than saying that I shit out rainbows and the world blows up. It's different. I'm saying. So pretty much that's what creative power is. Creative power is a limitation designed by Virtual Warfare to just people can be imaginative to the heart's desire and just do whatever they want. But as long as it's plausible, as long as it fits some type of reasoning, so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna pause so my screen doesn't keep going blank. All right, I'm back. If you hear a sound in the background, that's pretty much my heater. So let's just get into the fight. So I don't know what they're talking about. I should have did this in the beginning, but I wasn't thinking, But now we're in the middle. That's what it is. I think my screen dims in certain. Sorry about that. Sorry if it dims. I'm gonna take that off. Hold up, be back. Alright, I took that off. It was adaptive brightness. So you're already on the phones. Like if you were in the bright light, it brightens up. If you're really in the dark, whatever, it dims down. To help the eye. Not damage the eye. Alright, so his post was okay. The 6'4", 216 young man was armored. Although not just in terms of special clothing, he was traveling in an armoring. The mecha lion roared as it burst through the hyperdimensional rift. Its metallic paws spewing cosmic dust as it skid to a halt. Looking around mechanically, yet also possessing some form of life. The pilot had a special sword and armoring that gave him the ability to withstand strong forces, but his biology also allowed him to do so. The humanoid made sure to adjust any and all functions within his mecha while chewing on an egg roll of some kind and as as I don't know, as then adjusting his visor. On the surface, he was a mecha lion, but its weapons were hidden in its components. Okay, so pretty much this is his pose. This is Nayless, cool dude. Now it's my pose. Now, what I try to do in fighting, first I try to, of course, set my powers up. Make sure what I'm going to use, make sure they at least have some type of reference, especially in this type of fighting. If it was like New World where you got to state everything, I probably would have just stated everything. But since this is like more of an old world type style where you don't really have to get into too much detail about what you're going to use, just only the reference of such, I pretty much just did that. I pretty much gave the reference of the weapons I'm going to be using. You guys already know my weapons. If you don't know, it's going to be an enchanted flute that's able to manipulate or have magic control and also extend to a certain amount of reach. Also a Chinese throwing dagger, the elemental throwing dagger, where it's like, it can transform into any weapon at will, and it also can manipulate, elemental powers, whatever. Omni, which it's pretty much Omni has the same essence of me, just in the weapon form, and as the Holy Spirit. I implemented the Holy Spirit, the Christian theology of the Holy Spirit inside of my character. So this is what Zen has. So pretty much I gave Zen his weight, his height, his clothes, his weapons. So we can just read. Zen was 5'6" inches with a 160-pound build of muscle, wearing a black kung fu robe that was sentient and symbiotic in nature, naturally crafted from carbon fibers, but changed the molecular structure at will. But can change. I'm sorry. If seen with spirit eyes, 4 flames were seen within Zen. One bright flame in the middle, which is supposed to be the Holy Spirit. Another on his hip, which is the it would be the flute. Another dancing around, and another dancing around him. Another dancing around his form. Sorry, and another outside his form, like a guardian angel. So the one that's outside my form is Omni. It's supposed to be Omni. Where were we? Zen was a simple transcendental mentalist, or a superhuman, meaning Zen was a human with all the potential abilities humans had. So pretty much that means anything that humans can do, or anything that is to believe a human can do, like any type of belief system, chakra, chi, psychic powers, astral projection, stuff like that, Zen can do, and that all was to Zen. Being in space, question mark, I didn't know where we was at. Zen developed a technique to produce oxygen molecules in his mouth whenever he breathed. So whenever he did, it was like naturally breathing. So pretty much like subconsciously, my body produces oxygen when I breathe. Therefore, I'm pretty much just breathing like regularly. But I did not know that we were in space. I did not know he made so that we can breathe. I'm not sure. All right, so manslaughter. Okay, a fiery vortex will form at a random point at the spatial battleground. The teenager exiting said vortex as he aimlessly hovered into the bounds of the location. Having a rather extreme weight for his height, the boy would be 5 feet 2 inches, yet 265 pounds. His entire body carved with muscle, with enough bulk to be superior to the physique of a peak bodybuilder. Hebe, or Hebe is he? I think it's Hebi. Hebi, we just call him Hebe. Hebe, or Hebi, it doesn't matter. As he was known with no true name except Snake, wore a crimson tank top with darker maroon basketball shorts. His main attire completed by tall boots that reached a far distance up his shins. He also wore a crimson headband around his forehead as an accessory. Having a curious expression, he looked around the area to see if he could detect wildlife of any kind, intrigued by his location. His source of breathing was an enhanced form of oxygen that was very frequent with his body, supplying him in scenarios with no air to breathe. So I guess I pretty much didn't read his post. I just went to mine because it's just an introduction, so I pretty much skipped over it. That's something I do. I just skip over things and then like when it's time for me to like look up certain things, I just read everything again. You know, I just skip everything post, you know, and sometimes in a lot of battles, it doesn't even get past the first post. We're like, oh, you did this wrong, oh, you did that. So what's the point of reading all this stuff, posting, and all of a sudden you don't want to fight me now? So I skip all that stuff, post, and then when it comes down to me having to defend a certain way, then I reread what's going on. Then I read, okay, he's doing this, he's doing that. You know, he has this power, he has that power, so I'm going to use this, I'm going to use that. So, you know, that's what I do. So I didn't even know that he also found a way to create oxygen in his body or whatever, you know. So later on you will see that he says that Naylor says that, you know, he made some oxygen. So let's go. Tournament begins. Cosmic announcer: you have been pulled, each one of you, from your very multiverses in order to settle a game of entertainment to the gods. Get ready for the next battle. So the Mecha Lion roared as it readied itself for combat. It would begin to prep its secondary automated systems. A rumbling sound building up, starting off as a small whirl of power and energy. It would be audible enough for the others to hear, but rather faintly. The Mecha Lion was in a battle-ready stance. As I'm sorry, I was up in my head that should have been like, it should have like a dash in the middle, battle ready, but it doesn't matter. The Mecha Lion was in a battle-ready stance, as if ready to charge forward at the opponents. It would be stationed from about a distance of 120 feet. So it's 120 feet. That's my turn. Okay, what the hell did I write? Okay. Hearing the wind up of power, I said paper. Hearing the wind up of power from the lionized mech, he noted such, but looked towards the placement of the young teenager, Hibai or Habai, whatever. He simply remained still, watching and waiting. Seeing the lion mech prepare himself for some kind of energetic distribution, he spent most of his time studying the physique of the teenager before shifting his attention towards the animalistic machine. He lifted his hand, looking down at it and closing it, which, by doing so, with a mere thought, manifested a Chinese throwing needle with an iridescent tassel embedded with a celestial glint. This was manifested from the celestial flame that was or could be seen dancing around the body of Zen. Finally manifesting it just at the speed of him casually closing his hand, he lowered his arm back to his side and lifted his gaze to the beastly robot, narrowing his eyes slightly, not in anger, but with the anticipation to get straight to the point of succeeding in his endeavors to win the tournament, waiting for the perfect time to gain the upper hand. Alright, so now it is Manslaughter's turn. So in a short moment, the boy took. The only reason why I'm reading these because it's just like, I don't know. Like I can skip past this and just have you guys say, look, read along. But if you guys want to skip this, I would put a timestamp where it just like skip the reading. Well, I should have said that in the beginning. But I will leave a timestamp that says skip the reading, and you guys can skip it and go straight to the point where I'm trying to go back and forth, blah, blah, blah. In a short moment, the boy took note of what was going on around him. Judging from the announcer's words and the mechanical entity preparing himself with her world, and the humanoid, the individual who seemed to form something in their hand, Hibi's adrenaline shot up as he was placed into the combat scenario. His skin suddenly hardened as it took the form of hexagonal dragon scales, although formed mainly through albeit enhanced yet rather average cells. Okay, I read that wrong, but I read it correctly, but I read it in the wrong tone. He would clench his fist, bending his knees a bit as a red glow began to form within his skin. The area's temperature will increase by a negligible 5 degrees Celsius. His eyes filling with determination as crimson gas began to escape from the gaps of the hexagonal masses across his body, similarly to a powerful aura that rose up around a foot from his skin at every point. This was done in a brief second-long interval. Along with this process, the boy would seemingly take a fighting position that prepared him for conflict. His left arm extended into the air with an open palm, which his right arm would be pulled back. His fist at a waist level as it preparing a punch. Under his breath, he constantly muttered a Japanese word, Gyakusetsu, Gyakusetsu, Gyakusetsu. I don't know. Gyakusetsu. I don't know. Anyway, so it's Naylor's turn. Rather than be referred by his species name, which was the mech lion, Ryu, or Ryu is Ryu, probably Ryoyu, would be in the stand-in. Perhaps it was a mistake on the overseeing judge's part, but no matter. The mech lion continued to charge up its systems. However, in the meantime, the first of action of which it would take place was to run towards its opponent, the one that appeared to give off the strange aura, which the lion would have no problem picking up on. Ryoyu charged forth about 10 meters per second. The mecha let loose a quaking roar that if possible, would have shaken the very space it inhabited. Though this shake wouldn't be anything but an intimidation factor. Ryoyu was in the inside of the mecha, piloted and focused. He could see via the special screening monitors both of his opponents. However, he decided to save the other one for last. Ryoyu studied the maelstrom boundary system of his mecha to make sure the power reserves were being properly circuited through the needed channels in order for the aforementioned charging to continue gaining power. It was too early for any elicitation of energy to begin with. Okay, this now is my turn. That was a lot. Yeah, I really don't know what to say. I'm still trying to process all this stuff. So pretty much, I probably don't process it until like I have to attack or I have to like defend myself. So pretty much what I want to do is he's attacking the other guy. So he's attacking him. I really want to just stand back and just watch and see what happens, you know, and just and wait for the opportunity to strike. But I think I'm going to I really don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't know what I'm going to do. So how long is this video? Let me see. 17 minutes. Okay, so I don't know how to make this video short. I don't know. I really don't know. This is my first time making type of video like this. Any other videos would be easier because it's not a free for all. It's just be one-on-one, and it has a basic concept of new world, old world, RM, whatever. So this is pretty much hard to gauge as far as limitations and, you know, writing style. But this is the start of something new. This is what I want to do for a few more videos. So let's see what we can do. So I'm going to go to my doc. So pretty much I'm going to write. While I'm writing, you guys can see how I write. I suck at writing. But you can see how I write, you can see how I think, and I'll probably talk to you guys along the way. This video will probably be like an hour long. I'm not sure. We'll see. I need to know if you guys really like this video. If not, then, you know, I'll probably skip it. If not, then I'll probably do it anyway. Anyway, let's get to the point. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna write. I'm gonna pretend that you guys are not here, and I'm gonna get into my battle mode, and I'm starting writing. Okay. So what I'm gonna do? What do I do want to attack because I don't want to be like, you know, just stand back and just let them two fight. I do want to put myself in the mix, and while putting myself in the mix, I will cause a diversion, and I will cause one of the peoples to react. And it's not gonna be like a super Kamehameha blast, just try to destroy them, but just enough to get them to either notice me or cause them to react. Therefore, I can react based on their reaction. You know, so it's like a flinch. You know, you fight somebody, you flinch, and they jump. You wanna flinch, and then if they jump, then you go for the attack. You know, so this is what I want to do. This is what I'm trying to do. I just don't know how to do it. So I think I'm going to just, I think I'm going to dash toward, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm not going to say who I'm dashing toward, because if I say that, that person is going to try to specifically defend against me. Then if I just say that I'm moving towards the midst of what's happening, they don't know what's going to happen. You know, they don't know, you know, who I'm attacking. They just know that I'm dashing toward in the midst of it. But while I'm doing so, I want to be charging energy. I want to charge energy for safety precautions, you know, so anything that comes my way, I can distribute that energy into a particular, you know, particular action, whatever. You know, if I need to protect myself, I can use it to you know, to harden my body. If I need to do some type of disappearing act, I channel that energy to disappear. If I need to attack abruptly, I can use that energy to attack abruptly. You know, so I want to be charging energy as a just a safety net, you know, so I can distribute it in any type of way that fits the scenario, that gives me the upper hand, you know. So that's really what I want to do. I don't want to make no type of specific energies or specific actions yet, unless the only reason why I would do that is because I know that I'm going to cause damage, and I know they can't block this attack. You know, I know they have no choice but to react to it and take damage. That's the only way. That's the only reason I would want to get a specific dynamic of a certain attack. You know, any other time I would just throw a general attack. You know, my attack comes at, you know, 55 miles per hour, and you know, it's just gonna hurt you, or you know, whatever. I mean, I don't care. You know what I'm saying, but you will see later in the other videos that when I'm about to cause damage, I get real into detail about what's happening, you know. So there is no discrepancies, there is no, you know, anything left out to where you could try to like build some type of loophole or say, oh, you didn't state this, you know, you didn't state that. Therefore, everything is there: volume, length, speed, power, temperature, you know, every measurement that you can think of is there, you know. So just because some people like to try to like do certain things, oh, you didn't state how much air you're breathing. Like, really, bro? Like, how much air I'm breathing? People are like that, yo. Tell me about this one time, yo. I don't know if it's for real. Like, I know it was joking. Somebody was like, yo, man, you never stated how many strands of hair you have in your head. I was cracking up. I didn't think they had been trolling, but I was cracking up, yo. Like, people actually do that, yo. You never stated you tied your shoe, therefore you trip and fall, your shoe come off by moving so fast. Like, really, like, people do think like that, but it is what it is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna say that I'm looking towards the people, and I seen the mech line charge toward the moment the aura, which is the manslaughter, and I charge toward them. You know, I'm not gonna charge toward one person individually. I'm gonna just charge toward them. You know, so you guys, I would leave a timestamp on where I just skip. I pretty much you could just skip to the point where the writing is full, or the writing is already written out, or you could just sit here with me and I write out some things, and I might say a few things during that time. So it is what it is. First, let me get something to drink. All right. What the heck? He drawing. Let's see how fast I want to travel. I don't want to travel too fast. I don't want to travel too slow. I want to travel just enough. So what's easier for me, I use feet per second. You know, so all that miles per hour stuff, I just convert it and then, you know, do whatever. But feet per second is easier for me to actually just measure mentally. You know what I'm saying? Measure mentally, and just like, you know, the way I measure things, I think about a football field. Okay, that's the first thing I think about, football field. You know, and of course, it's 100 yards in a football field, and each yard is 3 feet. You know, I think it's 3 feet or 3 something. I think it's just 3 feet. So that means it's 300 feet in a football field. So if I say that I am traveling 300 feet per second, that means I'm traveling the whole entire football field in 1 second. That can be, I can see that mentally, because I watch football and I see how fast players run, whatever the case may be, you know. But I can see that in my head, whatever. So also I think about miles. I know my old job was about like 2 miles, whatever. And if someone says I'm traveling, I don't know, I can't convert it off the top of my head, but just use it for reference, or you know, just for the idea. They say that they are traveling, let's say, I don't know, but I think it's like, how many feet is in a mile? I think it's like 2,000 feet, something like that. How many feet is in a mile? Hold on, I gotta look this up. How many feet in a mile? All right. How many feet in a mile? Oh wow, I'm way off. Okay, so it's 5,280 feet in 1 mile. Okay, I'm thinking of tons. It's 2,000 pounds in a ton. That's what I was thinking about. Wow, that's a lot of feet. So I can't even fathom how to put that into like perspective. So anyway, it's like 2 miles away. So I would say, you know, I'll be traveling, let me see, 600 feet per second. You know, so if I travel 600 feet per second, that means in about, I'm terrible at math. So let's just say in about, let me see, 6 times 6 is 36. I know that. 6 times 7 is 42, I think. 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 9 is, what is 6 times 64, I think. Yeah, 64. 52. So 52. I think it's 52. I'm terrible at math. As you can see, I suck. You know, so that means, so that in 9 seconds, hopefully in 9 seconds, I think that's right. Let me see. I'm sorry about that. Let's see. 6. Where am I? No. 6 times 9 equals 54. Okay, 54. Let's go. Okay, 54. 6 times 9 equals 54. So if it's 5,240 something miles, I think. 5,200. You get what I'm saying? If it's that many feet in a mile, that means in 9 seconds, pretty much, I'll travel 1 mile. If I'm moving 600 feet per second, let's see if that's legal or not. 600 feet in miles per hour. Yes, it's legal. Okay, so this is what I do. Because I'm terrible at math, I do this all the time. I convert. So this is how I convert. This is how I do things when I'm fighting, as you can see firsthand. So I do things like this. So, and I also do things like this, you know. So I do this. So Mach 1 is about 750 miles per hour. That's just 700 miles per hour. So 1,000 feet per second is probably much like the minimum cap that you can actually run. You know, that I can actually run. You know, because my character runs. Sorry that I'm talking too much. I ain't get to the fight yet. My character runs naturally. So like, if the top speed is Mach 1, my character can jog at half that speed. Like someone jog or whatever, like a regular jog, and then they sprint. My character does that, but my sprinting is Mach 1. Excuse me. This is plausible because you can't zigzag at Mach 1 speed. Like, you just can't do it unless you wear some type of suit or some type of power that people do use. You know, but I don't use suits and powers like that. I don't say that I'm able to zigzag at Mach 1 speed. I'm zigzagging, dipping, dodging, and punching, and kicking, and flipping all at Mach 1. I don't do that. I said that my top speed is Mach 1, so if I'm running away from something, I'll be able to move at close to Mach 1 speed by sprinting. Now, jogging is half that, so I can jog, juke, you know, jump, spin around at, you know, 400 miles per hour around that speed. You know, so that's legitimate. You know, that's legitimate. You know, because a person can move approximately probably half their speed. Not gonna say half their speed because that's a fraud. Probably about 25-30% of their natural speed by jogging, juking, running around, doing stuff like that. You know, but sprinting, you can just sprint. You know, beyond that limitation. So that's what I do. That's my character. So around 400 feet, I'll be jogging. So I'm not sprinting. I'm like, giving a moderate dash. A steady dash. A moderate dash. Controlled dash. So at any given time, I'm still able to dip and dodge and duck and stuff like that, which I will implement because it just builds a better picture. And the person will say, oh, you was sprinting, you was dashing, how you changed the direction so fast and stuff like that. People use anything just to say that you're wrong, So I'm going to implement that. I'm going to say I'm dashing, but I'm jogging, which is at this level of speed, but I'm able to dodge and dip at this speed. Therefore, I'll be able to move out the way of things, without fully being succumb to the laws of inertia, So it's 400 feet. Okay, what was that? 400 feet. Let's go 600 feet right here. 400. Okay. So yeah. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. So I want to say that at a mirror. Let me see. At a mirror, 300 feet per second. All right. So I think he's like 100. How far is he? He said he dashed the line. Where was he at? Main action charge for 10 meters per second. He did say where he was at. I think he said this in right here somewhere. All right. The mech line was in the battle ready stance, as if ready to charge forward at the opponent. It would be stationed from about a distance of 120 feet. Okay, 120 feet. Now, moving at 300. See, I don't want to move that fast. I still want to create some time for me. I don't want to run so fast where I don't have time to react. I don't have time to think. But I want to move fast enough to where I could get to point A to point B at a speedy time, and also had that time drawn out to where I can be able to think and react fast enough to evade at any point. So I'm going to say that I'm moving, let's say about 300 miles per hour. I mean, 300 feet per second is fine. That means I'm able to react at a half a second. I'm there, half a second I'm there, and 500 milliseconds I'm there. So I can bring it down. Now I'm keep it there. Because I'm superhuman. Therefore, I'm able to think faster than 500 milliseconds, whatever. So 300. Okay. At a mere 300 feet per second from the same distance. I'm gonna just say 100 feet away, 150 feet to make it easy. Proceed from 100 feet away. Okay. So, dashing towards the same direction. Sorry, this right here bothers me. Every time I see a blue or red line, I just gotta immediately fix it. I'm just like that. Okay. Seeing the make a line charge toward the one bearing aura, he followed suit. He follows dashing toward the same direction. A second later, at a mere let me see. More math. I hate math, bro. I literally hate math. Like, I hate it, I hate it. 'Cause I'm terrible at it, and I gotta use Google to figure out how much time we got left. Okay, this is like the most lamest video I ever made. So where are we? He's moving at how fast is he? Damn, I wish I had like an audience right now. I can find out how fast. I might do this live one day. Dang, where is he? Where the speed was? He said he's moving at how fast? 300 meters per second, was it? Dang, man, where is it? It gotta be up here somewhere. Here we go. 10 meters per second. 10 meters per second. Seems pretty pretty slow. Seems really slow. 10 meters per second? How many meters in how many foot? It's like three. Yeah, 3 feet. It is 3 feet. So 3 per second. Why is he moving so slow? I don't get it. It just scared me. This is like kind of like put me on edge. It's like, all right, like he's moving slow for a reason. He's just not moving slow just for the show of it. He's moving slow for a particular reason, and I can't figure out the reason why. You know, so I would think, like, why is he moving so slow? That means I don't want to move fast, and then like I don't want to do that. So he's 10 meters. Oh wait, let me see. 10 meters. Let me see. 10 meters per second. 32 feet. Okay. So in about 3 seconds, he's gonna reach. About 3-4 seconds, he's gonna reach the guy. So I'm not even gonna move that fast. You know, I'm not moving that fast. I'm gonna just move. But in a second, he'll be there. I'm gonna move 100 feet per second. Screw that. I'm not moving that fast either. So you got big shot. They're gonna get me caught. I rush over there and like you. Nah, I'm good. Okay. Timing it right, which is probably not the precise time, but it's an attempt. You know, I'm tempted to do this with my terrible math. Timing it right, or trying to time it right. To reach. Oh, what happened? To reach the meetup, the potential meetup. Cause I don't know if they meet up, but now he could just be running towards the guy, you know, and doing something else. But someone put potential meetup. You never want to like, even though it says that he's running towards he's running towards manslaughter, which is the one with aura. You know, it's saying that if your character is moving within that time frame, or he's moving along that time frame, and it hasn't happened yet, you don't want to say that it already happened, because you yourself is running towards, or dashing towards this occurrence that hasn't happened yet. So you want to say that it seems like it's going to happen. It may potentially happen, but it hasn't happened yet. You know, this is me. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't even care. They just say, oh, well, he said that he's moving towards him, so that means he's moving towards him. But me, you understand virtual warfare and how I like to play and how I like to fight. I try to keep everything away from autoing. I don't want to auto at all. So this is why I become the fighter that I am, or people say that I'm a good fighter. This is how I became good, because I'm an honest fighter, and the more honest you are, the better you understand the system, and the better you understand the system, the better a fighter you become. So that means you have a better chance of winning because you understand the system. You understand and know what it means to view certain scenarios in your mind, and know how to, I don't want to say get around them, but know how to implement your character within these scenarios without dictating everything. So you could potentially put your character in any scenario without having it dictate anything. You can say that, well, I don't want to. That's a little beyond. I'm gonna say, well, I can say that I want to kill my opponent. I want to kill my opponent, but I can word it in a way where it's just all potential. It's just all potential aspects where if these things happen, possibly you will die. But it's probably that was a wrong example, but you get the point I'm trying to make. The more you know about the system through autos and gamos, the better you're able to control your character, the better you are able to control situations, because you know what's autoing, you know how to get around not autoing, and therefore better implement your character into certain things. Let's see. Okay. So timing it right to reach the meetup, to reach the potential meetup. The neck line. highlighted. This is just extra stuff to build the scenario. Oh, what am I doing? I might have to leave soon. I gotta do some stuff, meet up with some people. Are you kidding me? I hate when that happens. Autocorrects for nothing. Get some more drink. So right now I'm kind of stuck. Okay, I'm not stuck. Like I don't know what to do, but I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do next. Now I'm running towards them to meet up. I didn't say a distance. So I want to say that in the midst of my dash, my dagger, my throwing dagger. Now this is the thing, because let me see. Because this is CP, creative power, I want to seem like I'm doing something simple, but I'm really doing something astronomical. So I don't want to do, this is what I'm doing. I don't want to do anything that's going to like create some type of event and then it just easily get diminished, or it easily fades away. Like, I don't want to say, oh, I just dash at you and just throw this supernova at you. What I want to do is create some type of, I don't know what I want to do. It'll come to me while I'm writing. So in the midst of it, this throwing dagger. Man, will, which means began to glow. A bright almost. See, this is, I would say, almost appearing as a miniature star. And this is, I can say that because it's an ambiguous spectacle. Like it doesn't, nobody knows what the hell I'm doing. But it just shows too much. It shows the potentiality. That's not even a word. It shows the potential nature of what's to come, you know. And I don't want to put any, I don't want to give no hints of what I'm going to do. I want to give a hint that I'm going to do something because according to the rules, you really have to, you know what I mean, build some type of reference of what you're going to do next. But you don't want to get too deep into detail, especially in old world type style. You don't want to get too much detail so they can find out what you're doing. You know, you want to surprise them, you know. There we go. His aim was to 20 feet away. So. I'm looking for a word that means like survey. Here we go. Survey the potential. Nah, I used potential already. Potential meetup to survey the anticipated clash of powers. Waiting for the right time to. Nah, so I don't want to say waiting for the right time to strike because it seems like I'm pinpointing the person. So what I want to do is I want to say waiting in case. Wait, anticipated class of powers. Waiting or ready. Here we go. Readying for the inevitable or the imminent. I would say imminent better because inevitable. It doesn't mean they can be running towards each other and nothing happens, you know. So the possibly imminent. Possibly imminent. His aim was to stop 20 feet away and of the potential meetup and survey the anticipated clash of powers. Readying for the possible. Alright, I had to freaking turn that freaking Christmas clock off. Anyway, his aim was to stop 20 feet away of the potential meetup and survey an anticipated clash of powers, readying for the possible imminent destruction. That seem to be ready to unfold. This is probably the most crappiest post I ever did. However, because I'm writing with you, because I'm with you guys, and I don't really have this like the patience to like sit down, actually think, contemplate, or just rush everything out, or just not care. And I'm saying I'm talking, you know, trying to like, you know, add stuff, you know, stuff like that. Possibly, what? Readying for the possible destruction. I don't know why it was blue. I'm like, why is it blue? Okay. All right, that's it. Okay. Boom. Now I do want to do this. Now the thing that's bothering me is this freaking timeline. Like, I want to reach there. Let me see. So he's traveling 10 meters per second. Okay, he's 120 feet away. Let's say he was 130 feet away. All right. That means, and I suck at math. That's what that means, man. I hate math, yo. I just hate it. I hate it. All right, so 10 meters. He's 10 meters per second. So it means 32 feet, okay? Let's round this sucker off to 30 feet, okay? Whatever, that's better. All right. And he's traveling. Where is he traveling at? He's traveling. It just said it. Damn, I can't find this thing, man. I hate this, yo. I hate fighting. There we go. where you'll charge for about 10 meters per second, okay? 10 meters per second, and he is 120 feet away, okay? So that means 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, so that means in 4 seconds, he's going to reach his destination. Now, sucks. Now, let's see, it's 10 meters, right? Okay, right. Approximately 12 to 4 seconds, he's going to reach his destination. Now, I'm going to reach my destination. I'm 150 feet away, right? 150 feet away. I'm going to reach my destination in 1 second, pretty much 1 second, right? But I'm waiting a second, so therefore I'm going to reduce my speed to 50 feet per second, okay? So that means in 3 seconds, I'll reach the destination. But I'm waiting a second, therefore I'll wait a second, and then travel, and then it'll be 4 seconds. So that's 4 seconds right there. So pretty much, I'm meeting the meetup around the same time the mech lion, or Nayless, is meeting the guy. You know what I'm saying? So this is perfect timing, so I got it. So it's perfect, okay? So 3 seconds, waited a second, boom, there we go. See, okay. Seeing the mech lion charge toward the one bearing the aura, he follows suit, dashing toward the same direction a second later at a mere speed of 500 feet per second from 100 feet away. Timing it right. Now I could delete. Oh, I could keep that in there. To reach the potential meetup of the mech lion, piloted by the one named Helen, and the one created the aura around them, Hebe. In the midst of his dash, his throwing dagger named Wu, which means nothing, began to glow a bright azure blue, almost apparent as diamonds melted from the heat of a star. His aim was to stop 20 feet away from the potential meetup and serve it anticipated clash of powers. Ready? But if anything occurred before that, that could possibly give him the upper hand, or if needed to react for the safety of his well-being. What the hell am I doing? He would do so. Alright, so that's it. That's it. I did say that I was able to dodge and dip and dodge at any point in time, but I'm not moving that fast. I'm moving at 50 feet per second. And that's how fast that is. 50 feet per second is, let me see. Feet into, wait, that's not it. Let me see. Feet per second. What the hell? Feet per second, 2 miles per hour. So 50 feet per second is 34 miles per hour, okay? And it's not fast at all. I can whatever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna post this. And most likely, the guy, this manslayer, is going to say that he noticed my character running towards the meetup, and he's probably going to do some crazy shield or some crazy acrobatic stunt to block both of us from coming out. I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see. Yeah, so that's it right there. Post that. Tag his name in it. What the heck? Why does it do that? I don't know. Weird. Anyway. Oh, it's the wrong person. Wait. That's virtual warfare. Hold on, I gotta. That's a wrong person. Wait, hold up. My bad. My bad. I freaking hold on. That was salty. I'm like, wait, what? Why is Virtual Warfare doing something? Hold up. What's it? Just it. Alright, that's enough. Alright, that's enough. Alright, let me do this right. Oh, come on. Tag him. Here we go. Okay. Now we in business. I don't know why it just doesn't do that. I don't know. He get the point. So I'm delete Virtual Warfare. I don't know what happened there. Delete. Oh no, not copy. What am I doing? All right. Well, that's pretty much the end of the video for this video. Like I said before, it's gonna be like a series, whatever. I'll try to compact these things, you know, into one video. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it. Like, it is what it is. I'll probably post this video now because, you know, just because, like, you know, I'm in the middle of the fight. I want to see you guys' reaction to it. Just stuff like that, you know. So I think I have to leave soon anyway. Let me see. Yeah, are we meeting up today? I don't know if we're meeting up. Well, so besides that, yeah, I don't know what to say. Subscribe to Virtual Odyssey. I really want to do some gaming and stuff like that, and I want to have people subscribe to the channel just to see me game and just have fun and stuff like that. Yeah, I really don't know what to say. I feel like I want to talk more, but it is gonna be a part 2, of course. I would try to instead of reading everything, that's what took so long. Instead of reading everything, I would just give a summary of what's being done, and then you know, if you guys don't trust me, whatever the case may be, you guys can actually go to the server itself and actually see the fight itself. You know, if those who are not in the server, or you could just actually see the post itself on a video, and it would be sorry about that. It would be, you know, you could pause the video, read the post, whatever, blah blah blah. You know, so I'll show the the post again. You can pause it again, save it. I'm sorry, it's not save it, read it, and then, you know, see for yourself. And I would just continue on with what I'm going to do, why I'm going to do, stuff like that, blah blah blah. So that's pretty much it. Yeah. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see everybody in the future video. Deuces.